Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and a brand new video. As you know, as part of the content contributor program, I've got Warlock here. Very nice fella, spiky hair, grinning teeth, looks a bit like me on a bad hair day. The eyes are different. In any case, synergies wise, lots of champions on offer to improve, but mainly this video is going to focus on Magik. And mainly because of the attack rating increase by 50% while in Limbo. So what is so special about this kind of Limbo synergy, or the kind of synergy that I've put together here? Well, it's been a long time since Magik's had any kind of improvements via synergy. If you go to marvelsynergy.com, which I do rate and I've put in the description, it kind of showcases, well, this is the first time in a little while we've seen any kind of improvement. But the reason I put together this synergy is to kind of go, right, well, this is a powerful team. And even with Warlock as well. If you've seen my Warlock review, you'll know that I mainly rate him as being this kind of power control type champion with some aspects of usage elsewhere, but the damage output isn't there. But what of this synergy? Now, I've got Morningstar in because I want to improve the critical damage rating. I've also got Heimdall in for the exploitation of Lost Daughters of Asgard and as well of the Enchanted Blades. So we can get a little bit of a crit rating improvement. So that's something that I'm looking to do as well. But also, Self-Friends is the name of the game. And as we said, when the champion goes into Limbo, it means that the attack rating is improved. Now, unfortunately, I only have a 4-star version, but I wanted to give it the old college try and see what happens from doing a Winter Soldier takedown. And initially, everything sort of played out well enough, but I felt that maybe this wasn't a good enough test. Yes, okay, Winter Soldier is a good platform to test the extent of damage. Positives that I saw from this were good amounts of crit. And even in the last few hits, we were doing something like 11k, which I think for a 4-star is pretty darn impressive. But, and here's the but, and I'm sure the but that you've kind of gone, oh yeah, but, the but is that it doesn't showcase any kind of buffs. Yes, buts and buffs. A butt and a buff. Anyway, whatever. The fact is, we need to see buffs in order to really exploit the SP3. Once you go into Limbo, close to the SP3, you can get a real idea to the extent of damage and improvement this synergy gives to Magik. And having Warlock as that extra addition, having that plus 50% attack rating, is only going to be seen once you get, as I said, the Limbo up close to the L3. The enemy has got a lot of buffs. And then as well, we've got the booster of those two synergies in place, the Heimdall ones, that you can go into having the crit rating and as well hitting up that attack rating, that kind of fury buff essentially. After doing the Winter Soldier fight, I thought I'll just continue on and do the Captain Marvel fight. Yeah, unfortunately, she didn't get any kind of fury buffs, which is the thing I really wanted to get, so I could then access the SP3. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed by that. And I had to think to myself, right, I need something quick for this video that showcases a lot of buffs and maybe do a comparison against if I wasn't running the synergy against if I was. And I thought the best candidate for this has got to be Venom in Act 4. Now in Act 4.3.6 you find Venom as being the last boss. It only costs you 3 energy in order to get him, thank bloody god, because I didn't want to be spending loads of energy. Yes, I've recently got 10, but I need to use those energy refills for other content. However though, I wanted to check out this extent of improvement and Magik was obviously on the cards. The fight went relatively well, and obviously for a playing perspective I wanted to first initialize that Heimdall synergy, which I did, and I'm very glad that I did do that. But then I had to think to myself, right, I need to build up to an SP3, that's the thing, so I need to do a lot of hitting through, avoiding SP1s, so I'm like, come at me bro, the SP1, which first of all he didn't do. Then I waited, I got the SP1 I wanted, then I'm back in again hitting through, and the same thing, rinse and repeat. Build up to the L1, because I'm terrible with evading the L2. I've tried to learn and practice, but I'm never good at doing the L2. It's the L1 that I'm better at. So I make that my beeline. Avoid the L1, plenty of distance, very easy. He's not jumping towards me like on the L2, and I'm nearly at the L3. And he's at about 60% health. I then smash through with the L3, which is 30 hits, 32 hits, 33 hits, and leave him on a slither of health. And then it's a case that, well, there you go. He's dead very easily. Okay, I decided this time to go in without the full synergy group and just go in with Magik alone. So that's what we want to see. We want to see it being a lot more to look at the value of that synergy. Same principle again, same process, nothing's changed. We want to build up to an L1, avoid L1s each time from Venom. First L1 avoided pretty fine, no issues, no dramas. Building up to the other SP1 again, and we're going to try and bait that out. It comes out to us, we then hit through again. And same build up, same process, just to parry, just rinse and repeat, building it very quickly, waiting for the L1 again. Again, very quick process, we want to make sure this is done quickly. We're now at a similar amount now, 31 hits so far, so expect one additional hit, but we leave 22%, whereas before it was 2% left on Venom. So already it's seeing that it does have value to it. Now the more buffs the champion have, the better this is going to be, the more extent of attack rating increase, and obviously that's the reason that we're doing this SP3 with all those buffs, is kind of to see the extent of damage increase based on Limbo, because that's one thing that did you notice? As soon as the SP3 hit, Limbo was on, and that's what we tried to do. So the main thing that I really found and took away from this synergy is it does vastly improve aspects of Magik. Now, here's the thing, if I had a 5-star version, which I do not have, then it would be a lot better for this situation, especially from a testing platform. But to see the extent and difference between the 22% versus the 2% against that Venom, it is still really cool numbers, and I'm kind of glad I kind of brought this synergy to light with you guys, so hopefully you were able to kind of see that, and at the same time, you know, had a bit of fun at the same time learning this this synergy. And if you are thinking of going for Warlock to improve Magik, it would be quite good to add this person into your roster. Yes, maybe it would be a value to have a Heimdall synergy with it. Nowadays, that's a very popular synergy to have. And to be honest, this team of having Morningstar, Angela, Heimdall, Warlock, then he forgot and Magik is a good combination of champions. You've at least got 3 classes there of different types. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video and enjoyed this little bit of a overlook, then hit the like button, subscribe for more Marvel Contest Champions based content, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.